What's up, guys? Welcome back to another video. Glad to have you here. Gonna make a sample beat today, and I hope you enjoy. So let's get right into it. We're gonna be using a song that sounds like this. You might be able to tell, but this is the artist that did songs for the show Twin Peaks, which I love. So if you like Twin Peaks, you probably recognize this artist's voice. Or maybe I can skip ahead. This check. Anyways, I'm not gonna waste any more time. Let's get right into it. I'm gonna slice it. Shut it down. I don't know what my mom's doing up there. Never know what she's doing up there. Alright. Let's go. Let's get into it. I'm excited. I'm happy to finally be doing this. I haven't been making a lot of beats recently, so I might be a little rusty at this. Let's see. Oh shit. Does anyone else mouse ever do that? It just stops working. You gotta plug it back in. What I'm just gonna do is I'm just gonna put what I think sounds good and just. I think I'm just gonna think about this. Oh. Actually, fuck, why did I do that? I'm an idiot. This is low-key brush tool propaganda. I don't even know what this sounds like. That's cool. I like that. All right, we're gonna go with that. I'm gonna maybe explain my process a little more when it comes to just overall. I guess you can call it sound design in a way. Like I'm shaping the way I want it to sound. I'm not exactly mixing it because I don't know what I'm doing. But usually, I'll take the super low frequencies like that. And there's nothing usually, if it's anything like up here, I'll try to get rid of that too so it's not too harsh before I bring in a compressor. And this is just so it's all the same level of volume, like, you know, like when it gets to this kind of part right here, it's a little quieter. And then it gets a little louder. I want it to all be the same level. Let's just over compress the fuck out of it. I don't give a shit. It's a little quiet. That's alright. I don't usually do too much other than that, really. And then I'm gonna bring in this compressor here because this one just kind of has a cool little saturation to it. Then I'll bring an EQ. Find the frequency I want to boost. I'll do the boost all the way up, that way it's easy to hear what I'm doing, and then I'll adjust which frequency I like and then bring it down. I think I'm actually going to do a second one because I want to boost higher. So it sounds pretty cool. And then obviously Decapitator. I put this on everything. This is probably my favorite plugin ever. Can't even really hear it. It's very subtle, but it just brightens it a little bit. Maybe it's placebo, but fuck yeah, I don't care. And just one more just to get rid of those yucky frequencies. So before, after. I think I want to add some reverb to it. Valhalla, my favorite. Want it to be Bright Hall. Fuck, not that. 1980s, just because I like it, and I want it to actually have. Usually, I'll bring the high cut down because I don't want it to get too crazy, but I really want this to like boost the high and make it sound like brighten it up a little bit. Just give it some air. I'm actually gonna put a compressor on this. Then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna bounce this, chop, and then I'm gonna bring it in. This is our chop. Cool. Let's get started on the drums. Recently I've been kind of doing the same drums when it comes to these sample beats. I'll bring in this hi-hat right here because it kind of has that, sounds kind of like a real kick sort of. Then I'll bring this over here, like this, quieter than this, and then obviously make it really quiet 'cause it's really loud. And then I'm also going to get rid of some of these harsh frequencies. It's still a little loud. It's not that bad. Ooh, that's kind of cool. I kind of like that, actually. Oh, what I just... I don't know what I just did there. I kind of like that. I like that. Cool. That's cool. Now I'm going to do the same thing. So, obviously... Frick. That's cool. I like that a lot. Oh my gosh. Why does my logic seem to be lagging a little bit here? And then I'll do a delay like this, 15 maybe. Snare, I've been doing the same one. 90210. The first one was just so raw. Also, I keep forgetting to do this, but you really should mix into a compressor or a clipper. I like to do a clipper because I like to get a raw, distorted mix with my beats. Should always have that mix into that. And then the kick, I do a different kick every time because I want to find like a raw kit sounding kick, but I usually always just end up using a hammer. Like, how long did this take? I don't know. You're gonna have to tell me. It took longer. I'm just gonna use a hammer. I always use the fucking hammer. I think I'm feeling like a... Ooh, I didn't even mean for it to do that, and I like that. Open hat. Same thing here. I usually do this one. Sounds like a real... I stretch it a little bit though. Now I'm gonna do a second hat actually, like a more want to do with the hat. Or I could just do psst. That's usually what I do. Simple. I think I'm gonna move right on to the bass. This is a trick. I've seen it probably in my videos before. Flex pitch. Interesting. Flex pitch, create MIDI from whatever, and it gives you the notes. This wasn't very helpful. Less helpful than I was anticipating. Huh. That's right. I need to figure out what this note is. Sounds right too. Alright, that's what I want. This part I'm not too good at. I don't really have a good I'm not great at making the bass that I want to hear, but we're gonna go for it anyways. Why can't I do the bass? How long is this video? 30 minutes. Whoa. And I can't get a bass. Like, I don't know what it is about it. Let's try this. Let's skip that for now. And let's do like chords. Alright, I'm gonna do ooh, that kind of sounds cool though, actually. Low key, I might do that on. That sounds cool. I might do that for just this. But I am gonna do a side chain for this and to the kick, and I'm gonna make it a little make it a little shorter though. That's not something. I guess we're gonna have to just stick with the bass for now and call it a video because this is taking longer than I would hope. So here's what we got. I think it's pretty cool. I do think the sample is pretty dope. Drums are super easy to do. I just can't do the bass, man. I want it to be like a super raw, like 24 songs, Playboi Carti bass, but anyways, that's what we got. Thanks for watching. Love you guys. If you have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comments. If you like these beats and you want to rap on them, you're a rapper and you want to rap on my beats, reach out to me. I'll give you a beat for free if I really like your stuff. Or really, I mean, who am I to charge you for a beat? You know what I mean? So reach out. If you want to work, you're a producer and you want to work, you want to send me loops, or you want me to send you some chops, we can make that. We can arrange that for sure. Reach out. If you just want to talk to someone, reach out. It's been real, and I'll catch you in the next video. I'll see you guys later. Goodbye.